one. So, yeah, as everybody's coming on, I'm going to do this for the first time in forever. And I got a girlfriend coming on too. So, we're going to see how we're doing this. Hi. Hey guys. So we're just waiting for everybody to join, and I got a friend coming on, and I'm going to add her. So I haven't done a live in forever, so we'll see how this goes for sure. So we're going to talk a little bit about everything. Yeah. If you're on your spiritual journey, tapping into yourself, becoming a higher version of yourself, shining your light. Yeah. So as you breathe, Hey everyone, it's coming on. How you doing? So vickiecrystalynn here, and this is like my first one, and if you follow me, thank you. And also too, I want to bring up, if there are so many people that are creating my channel, so it's not me. I only have one channel. This is my only channel, so don't get scammed. I would never ask anybody to for a reading or anything, yeah, so I send love to all of that. And as my beautiful sister would say, she said, oh, you made it to the top because people are copying you. She goes, if it was, yeah, so it's all beautiful. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to come on, but I want to say hi to all of you right now. And if you guys have any questions, spiritually, energetically, heart, I'm going to start doing more and more lives. I'm feeling it's time for me to step out into the world. My energy is needed. My energy is wanted. And I feel this big connection of everybody coming together like your tribe. And it's like so heart-centered. And so it's it's like a pulling, but it's not pulling. It's just flowing. It's just all the people that are coming into your life are just flowing into your life, and our energies are matching, and then becoming bigger and brighter. And as our tribes are coming together, it's expanding us. It's expanding all of us in a faster rate, is what I've really realized in my life. So, yeah, that's just a little bit of what I want to talk about, and so much more. So, but to know a little bit about me, because this is kind of like my first live. Energetically, I'm a channel, I'm a shaman, I'm a healer, I'm a medicine woman, just all those different type of labels. I work with quantum energy healing. I've done all that stuff, and I've had to actually release all the things that I've done to go into the nothingness of myself, to truly understand who I am. We're always striving to be, better versions of ourselves, but the only true way to get it, to find it, is through yourself. And it took me a lot of years to get there, to get to where I just had to trust myself. So, yeah. So, and I'm proud of me. It took me a long time, but I'm here, and you never quit learning. You keep learning and expanding, and then you're, find higher versions of yourself. And what's happening with me, though, so I'm waiting for my friend, and I feel like I'm going to start without her. How do I do a guest? Let me see. How do I do that? I don't see how I could do that. So I'm just learning, so you guys got to hang in there with me. And I say hi to all of you. Hello. My name is vickiecrystalynn, and yeah, if you're feeling me, if you're tapping into my energy, yeah, thank you. Thank you. So much love. My heart feels so big. And wow. And it's crazy because I can feel it feels like the grid locking in as everybody's tapping in right now. I feel like the grid locking into like my energy's pinging and your energy's pinging off my energy, and then we're just creating this huge, beautiful, beautiful, wow, my heart is getting so big right now. It's like I can feel the energy just pinging and creating this beautiful vibration to go out into the world, and plus fill each and every one of our souls, you know. So grateful, so grateful. So I want to say hi, and I don't know where my friend is. I'm not sure how to tag her. I don't know how to do this because I got to do some more technology in me, because it's like, wow, okay, I'll get it. So I don't know if she's come on. Encourage your viewers to share your lives and invite more friends. Yeah, you guys can do that. Yeah, if you guys feel like sharing, swipe to filter to comment. Swipe to filter to comment. Should I do that? So, okay. I don't see her. Oh, I'm knocking things over. Okay, I'm learning. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm still here. Okay, hello everyone. So, I don't see her yet. So, yeah. Okay, anyway. I don't know if you guys energetically are going through what I'm going through, and how, if you have noticed, hey, is this recording? Because I really want this to record. Does it automatically record? Let me see. I don't know. You guys let me know. Does it automatically record? So, anyway, I'll just say it again anyway. But as I have been tapping in, this year in my life has been to let go of everything, and truly to let go of everything. Like, I don't even recognize who I am, who I was even a couple weeks ago. But I'm energetically moving into a other version of myself, and it's like I'm spending more time there than here, and it feels different. And I'm noticing that. I'm noticing lack of time. I'm noticing that I could feel like I've been there. I can kind of get glimpses of this other place that I'm going through my days, and like I'll miss a lot of days, and I'm like, and then, yeah, I just know I went somewhere. It's the only way I can explain it. But I can't explain too much of what I see. I just got like glimpses, and it feels magical, and it feels like home. But it's like I'm between two worlds. And yes, I do believe between the split of, between two different dimensions of Gaia, and we're stepping onto both. I truly believe and feel that. And my energy is going through that. And my body is, vibrating at such a higher, it's like, man, I attune to one energy, and then it's like, then I have to let that go, and then I adapt to another energy. It's like the chapters of my stories are unfolding and closing really fast. And, yeah. But there's this part of me, this magical part of me that I could feel that I'm going. And I can't explain too much of what it is, but it feels so big to me. And in that bigness, because it's like my abilities have heightened since I've tapped into this part of myself. And in this part of myself, it's like it's bringing my abilities to heightened. Like, somebody will be talking to me, and I can feel their energy so much of what they're going on to. And not that I didn't do it before, I actually did it, but I know exactly. It's like I can read through everybody's bullshit. I can't explain it. It's just like you see people for what they're doing, their story they're playing, and their energy that they're holding, and the being of light that they are. That's how I see them. I see them like in this 3D dimension of who they're truly playing, the character that they're playing before me. And I can't deny what I'm seeing. And it's just so, I see the story. I'm not part of the story, but I see everybody's story. And it's like, truly, the energy has taken on is like, I'm viewing this story of 3D and what it's going through, and like the crumble, and you could really see it. It's really heavy. And what's kind of kept me out there, because I go on TikTok and then I see the stream of light and the energy, and everybody's in this, they're like giving their power away because they don't understand that they're so powerful that they gave it away to somebody, and we gotta let that crap go. It's here to empower you. That's just a storyline playing out. You don't got to be a part of it. You know what I mean? So, and so when I want to put my energy out here, I'm like I see the story playing. It's like I'm gonna throw a ball and I'm gonna enter the energy now, and then it's like everything inside of me will stop me because the energy is just so chaotic. And I have to be in a place of, for myself, I have to be in a place where it's like everything kind of slows down so that the light, like you could breathe, like you're taking a deep breath. And I kind of feel that right now. Wow, it's so crazy. That's exactly how I feel. Yeah, I don't know how that all got started, but yeah, here we are. And I don't know where my friend is, Cheryl, so hopefully she jumps on. But if you guys have any questions about maybe your own evolvement of what you're going through, because we're all shifting incredible in such incredible ways. And they're all a little bit different, but they're all a lot of the same. I'll talk to my friends, and my friends are going through exactly what I'm going through, but just in a different way. And, we're definitely warriors. We are such powerful beings to choose this time to be here. And the thing is that you got to remember how strong you are. You're freaking powerful. You're here right now, evolving into the highest version of yourself, and you're freaking powerful. And you need to remember that. And if you're stuck on the story, and if the story is just like, you have these ideas of how the story should be, that's just attachment. Let go of the story, pull back, see it just to observe it, and then you can see how it's playing out, and you don't got to be a part of it. And then it's just kind of, I could breathe. Because I just don't want to be part of that energy, because it drags you down. It drags you down fast. Like sometimes I go down rabbit holes because I think I should go down a rabbit hole. I go down a rabbit hole and I'm just like down it for like crazy amount of time. And I'm just like, man, exhausted. It just sucks the energy right out of me, And in a way, it does make you more powerful, and I do great learning there. But there comes a time it's like, I'm done. I don't have to go down the rabbit hole because they are getting deeper. I thought when I woke up that, I thought that the world was as dark as it could be. No, they're showing us everything, and it's really freaking dark out there. And I feel this bigness because as everything is becoming so light, everything has to reveal itself because everything's coming to the light. And so the darkness has to reveal itself. And the darkness that's coming up, it's incredible, and it's powerful, and it's moving us. And the great thing is that each one of us gets to make a choice. Hi, do you do tarot? Absolutely, I do tarot. Very, very much so. So I only do, you have to message me to do readings. I don't I don't never ask anybody. So when you feel called and your energy feels like it's matched, then we'll do a reading. So yeah, just message me and we can do a reading. And yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful. I can just feel everybody's energy here. So thank you for your beautiful light. Yeah, truly. Yeah. So I don't remember what I was saying. It's like I feel I'm a collective, so I just feel like the whole collective is here, and we're all just tapping in and making this huge grid of wonderful light out to the world. And that's beautiful in itself. We're all so powerful in this beautiful way of evolving into the most powerful beings, conscious bodies that live today, and we're all doing it. We're all doing it. That makes you freaking powerful. It makes you so powerful. Is it hard? Hell yes, it's hard. Hell yes, it's hard. But, all of us, we took the hardest journeys to experience the most so we could help teach and show people you can get through this shit. We've done it all. Absolutely, we've done it all. So, wow. So let me see. I'm just here new. So, okay, for sure. I do care, Tara, myself, and also I struggle to really understand messages sometimes. And you know what? That's great because sometimes when we're so in tune with the story of your own life, it's hard to see the messages because you already have an attachment. So you're going to look at it like for one view. When you step back and start looking at it from an observer, that it's really a story that you're playing out and how are you reacting to whatever's showing up in front of you, then you see it, and then you can see the bigger picture of it all. Absolutely, you can see the bigger picture of it all. So, yeah, and when like I feel like we're all tribes coming together, help each other to move into a bigger version of what is happening in this world. And I feel that has to be tribe. We have to do it as a collective. It's not going to be a singular person at the. It's going to be all of us pulling together, making this huge, beautiful, whatever it is. Because I feel like for this journey of mine, I'm stepping into it with you guys. And so on my journey, I had to learn all this. I had to learn that this is truly just a story, and how am I playing out, and how am I reacting to my world. And there are so many beautiful things that happen in our life. And, you know, when you're having magical times in your life, you're completely in tune with yourself. And when you're having rough, powerful times that are dragging you down, you know, sometimes the energy can drag you down, but it's just taking you to the depths of yourself so that you can learn you took it that far and you're that powerful and you're going to get out of it. Truly. And all you have to do is let it go. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Energy runs through us. We entrap it somewhere through some type of trauma in our body, through something that happened in our body, through our journeys, not just from this lifetime, from all of our lifetimes. It entraps in our DNA. And then the energy comes forward, then it entraps for you to learn in a bigger way. And then you are learning, we are each learning to move into knowing how to use our energy and knowing how to use our abilities. And it's tough because we got to get out of the way of ourselves. So if you say that you don't see yourself, it's just you got to get out of the way of yourself. And that's a great place for you to recognize that, for all of us to recognize that, because we're all teaching. And that's why it's bigger when we all come together as a tribe, because we learn off each other. We grow and expand. And because everybody is growing and expanding at such an accelerated rate, then we come together. No words need to even be said. No words need to be said. And in that, in the no words need to be said, so much energetically is happening. So much is happening that it is changing the grid and the frequency of the world just by doing that. And no words need to even be said. Like right now, I feel so much energy running through me that it's making me kind of spin. And if you guys have been noticing in your own lives, have you been noticing at times that you're going through a lot of spinning in your life? The reason you're going through a lot of spinning is because you're getting huge, massive downloads. It is instantly upgrading your system, your DNA, and it puts you into a stop position of you got to receive. And then you don't, like how you connected with things before, change. It's because you have stepped up to a higher version of yourself. Now you're adapting into this new energy, and then it will show you the new way to tap in. It's moving you along, and learning your own energy is a true, authentic way. It's the only way that you can get to where we're going, truly. To be the best version of yourself, and not what you think, not what you dress like, not the judgment you say about yourself. Just being the best version of yourself, just holding your light. That's it. That's all we got to do. You hold your light, and it affects everything. And all of us that are out there, you know, allowing the world inside themselves, because this is what it is, what I've been shown through my own experience. We're all universes within universes, and we're all just doing it together. So we're all having the experience, and this is what I feel like all of us universes are out there, and then a energetic button is pushed, and then narratives that they throw out this, like, I'm going to say it, like dark energy, and then you got to work through it, because you'll notice in your mind, in my mind, I'm going to say for me, because this is what I go through. I go through the stuff comes up, like you'll think of suicides, and you'll start thinking of the heaviness of the world, and you'll think about how bad things are, and then these ideas and moments run through your mind, and you're like, where in the hell did this come from? And it feels like, because we're so connected to the collective, because the lighter you become, the more connected you are, because you're stabilizing such a big energy. So as we're connecting into this, beautiful part of ourselves, all this stuff is thrown out into the universe, because it's like, how are you going to respond to it again? Because you transmute that energy. And what I've learned myself, you have to let the energy run through you without holding it anywhere in your body. And as soon as the energy runs through you, through your feet, into Gaia, you transform that energy. Your codes, your codes of light are on that energy, and it changes that energy into a light way. So if somebody else down centuries, whoever, if somebody else down somewhere feels into that energy, they won't have to go through it as deeply as I did, because I changed it lighter for them. So we're all affecting each other. So I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of channeling and letting it go wherever it is. And I just, thank you all. I don't even know how many people are on here. I just feel so much love. So I just want to say hi and thank you. And I'm just kind of, going with the flow right now and talking about what needs to be said. At least for my first live, this feels right. And just kind of explaining who I am. And, my birthday's in a couple weeks, and I'm going to be 61 years old. And actually, in reality, I'm going to be going into my 62nd birthday, and I'll be finishing this, the 61 as I hit my birthday. It's kind of confusing, but anyway, because, that feels heavy. I don't even want to talk about it. So, the thing is that I'm changing. And if I'm changing, I know you guys are changing. I know you guys are going through things in your body you don't understand. I know that your body is adapting to a new way of being. And I'm going to be honest, if you're choosing the light, you're changing. If you're choosing the dark, you're changing. And it doesn't necessarily, if you're choosing the dark, that it's going to get lighter, because it can get darker, because you are the one who gets to choose how you feed it. So the lessons become harder. And it's just bringing you back to the light, and you get to choose how you respond to it, how you take it, how you learn from it, how you grow from it. There's nobody you can blame. Everything that shows up in your life, you created it to experience it, to move through it, to show you your power, to show your power. Absolutely. I heard a powerful thing yesterday, and it's on a cartoon that my son was making me watch. Well, not really making me, but it was about angels. And anyway, there was a powerful part that, in this cartoon character, that he was speaking to I want to say like an Archangel Gabriel. He was talking to Archangel Gabriel, and the young kid was killing kids. And he goes, doesn't it say in your Bible that always go to your joy? And he goes, yeah. And he's talking to Archangel Gabriel. And he goes, yeah, in the Bible it does say always go to your joy. And he goes, I find joy in killing kids. And for the first time, I've seen that. Even if you're picking the dark, you're going to find joy in it. And I'm sending love to that, because it was like, I have to realize that as light as the light is, the dark is the dark, and I'm choosing the light every time. And but I gotta realize in this experience, everything is as it should be, and to have the lightest light, you need the darkest dark to balance it out. And we're moving into the highest versions of ourself to come to an understanding that everything is just a story. It's truly just a story. And if you're going to the movies, you want to see the good and the bad. That's what makes the story a complete story. And that's what's happening in the world. And how it's affecting you is how it's showing up for you, showing you how much you're attached to the story. if it is true, if the story is truly affecting you, you are very much attached to the story. So you are adding to the energy, light or dark. So, yeah, thank you. Hello, Miss Jen. I don't know who you are, but I just feel so much love from you. Absolutely. And, yeah, it just all feels so beautiful. And you know what? When I look out into TikTok world and I look out into the world, you can truly see the change of how the world is changing, and we are all getting a choice of how we're choosing to experience this story that's playing out. And what I've learned in my own journey is being in the flow is the only way there. For us to ascend to the highest version of ourselves, I have to be in the flow. In the flow, everything is attracted. Our energy does not work like it used to before. For a long time, we had to, go out and make things happen. No, if you're going out to make things happen, you're literally sticking your energy in the mud. And, it's not that it won't happen, but it's going to happen in a very heavy way. And when we're in the flow, everything is attracted to us. And what is being in the flow? Being in the flow is just trusting the process that everything is as it should be. Everything's happening for a reason. And everything that shows up for me, good or bad, how am I reacting to it? Because how you react to it is showing yourself where you're stuck in your own story. Truly. Truly. And the thing is that once you realize, oh, I'm doing it again, and sometimes it may take me 2 hours, maybe 2 days, 2 weeks to finally figure it out, but I'm doing it less and less. Truly, I instantly notice it more than anything now when I find the heaviness on myself. And there's a difference too. There's times that the energy is so heavy that you can feel the world is going through so much and you're matching that energy. That's a different feeling. That feeling actually kind of like, it floors me. I have to lay down on the couch and I just have to kind of listen to a light music and let myself tune in, and I could just feel the energy running through me and I just allow. That's different. The energy, what I'm talking about, that's so heavy that when you put on yourself, you always know, you always do it on yourself, is you feel it on your shoulders. You feel it on your back. You feel the heaviness of what you're doing to your story. When you are locked in and you have an opinion of right or wrong, you're locked into the story, love. And that's just holding you back. Truly. Step back. Oh, I noticed I was there. Yeah. Don't judge that you were there. Just like, yeah, I noticed that I stepped out. And I feel better. My energy feels better. God, I can't believe how better I feel. Yeah. Or Jen, just feel better. My energy feels better. God, I can't believe how better I feel. Yeah. Or Jen, just feel better. My energy feels better. God, I can't believe how better I feel. Yeah. Or Jen, just feel better. My energy feels better. God, I can't believe how better I feel. Yeah. Or Jen, just go in nature. Cheryl, I don't know what to do. I'm afraid. So let me know. If I take a call, would have this hung up? I'm kind of in the flow right now. So I got to trust the process. So, yeah, let me see if there's got to be a way. I don't know. You guys are so beautiful. I feel your love for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Oh, you guys are so beautiful. There is so many. And it's crazy because it's kind of been holding me back up going live because I'm like, my computer broke down. You know how your life distracts you? I can't do it. And it feels so perfect. It feels so light. It feels so beautiful. It feels like so much connection. It feels so beautiful. Yeah. I'm glad I chose to be uncomfortable. To find you guys. That's beautiful. Truly. That's beautiful. And what a blessing. Truly. We are a blessing. And that's what the biggest part that you got to remember. You are a blessing to this world. You are so wanted and needed in this world right now. Even when you are sitting in your home, in your bathtub, in your quietest moments of your life. You are tapping in your energies affecting every time. And when you're feeling heavy, you're giving it to that, heaviness that's happening out here in the world. And that's all right too. You'll do it till you don't, because it gets so heavy you're like drowning. Like, I'm walking through the mud, I ain't doing that shit no more. And many, many times I have to step back and realize that I did that. I was powerful in that. And I moved past that. Yeah. I went through a lot of lessons in this life. And I'm a very powerful person. Absolutely. And people over this last year have tried to break me, depower me in every way. And that's what the collective was doing, was depowering everybody. Especially when you were stuck to the story so much. It was depowering your energy. They were sucking you dry. And it's all right. It's for you to find your power and pull your power back. You are powerful. Yeah, what a great story. What a great story. But if if you have any type of attachment, let that story go. Let that shit go. Let it go. Truly. You're ready to be the best version of yourself. However the story's playing out for the collective, that's beautiful. But we don't got to be a part of it, because we're affecting it already by being our light. By being our light, it automatically affects the collective. Without words. That's how powerful we are. Absolutely. Even as you tap into my energy right now, and any attachments that you had to that belief of that story, that's playing out in the collective, you can just feel, and I'm asking for the collective to just let yourself go from that story. You're bigger than that story. Yeah, truly. Yeah, truly. Cut those ties. Feel your light. And that's how powerful you are. Truly. That's how powerful you are. And I'm here, and I truly am here to always show you the best version of yourself. And I will always take you home to you. Every time. So if I do a healing, which all I can do, they always tell me I do more. So, but yeah, and I feel that because, we're limited by what people tell us. And, when I absolutely open a person up to their own self, I move the energy through them. And if they're ready, that's why they're meeting me. Anybody that's in my life is supposed to be in my life, because they're ready to evolve to a higher version of themselves every time. And it's time. It's time for all of us to come together, to grow, to expand, to excel this world that has held a great darkness for far too long. We are ready to shine our light, and we don't even have to say words. All we have to do is be in the flow of ourselves, to trust this experience, to watch your energy just in anything you're doing. If you're doing dishes, vacuuming, being out in the yard, doing your job, you are affecting everything, no matter where you're at. And if you find yourself like moving a lot, going out into the world, your energy is going out into the world and it's affecting. And if you walk out heavy, you'll notice that your world looks heavy because you're heavy energy. So you can actually, you're matching that energy, and you're matching that energy to transform that energy. And then you may have triggers and, signs of, I don't want to be out here, I feel anxiety. That anxiety is telling you the warning signs that, hey, hold on, something unfamiliar is happening here, and I don't know what the heck to do. And all you have to do is just breathe and just move the energy. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. Not attach yourself to it. When we find ourselves attached, we go into full-on anxiety attacks. I've never had an anxiety attack until this last year. I've had a couple anxiety attacks. And you know what the anxiety attacks? They broke me open. They broke me open to me because I had to completely trust that I was going to survive that experience. And my daughters always told me, they had panic attacks. I did not know how bad they can be. But everything that you're going through, it is always showing you and breaking you through you. You set it up at that perfect time to have that perfect experience, you know, to move you. And to always, life is always moving forward. We hold ourselves back. When you're holding yourself back in your ideas and your attachments of what you think the world should look like, what you should look like, and it exhausts your energy. It exhausts your energy. It exhausts your energy. If you wake up every morning and you're saying, yeah, show me life, show me all the stories. You start seeing the stories as they are, and they're just stories. You're not attached to them. Okay, yeah, that's playing out over there. And when I do, because I go down the rabbit hole, and then I get locked in those stories, and sometimes they do last a couple days, and then I'm like completely exhausted. It sucked my energy dry. And so whatever you're focused on is sucking your energy. And so if it's in a heavy energy, it's automatically going to suck your energy because it's trying to survive. The dark needs the light to survive. Truly, it needs the energy. And our light energy helps move their energy along. So, yeah, it's like feeding them, you know, like a vampire. And so have you ever been around that person? That person is like down and really like no energy, and then you come around, and then by the end of the conversation they're full of life and you're drained. Yeah, your energy is helping them. So the thing is that we are learning our energy to not do that. So you have to step out of those situations. So, you know, I go down those rabbit holes. And what's great, because when I'm looking at the stories that I'm always thought, okay, if I'm in 5D, am I going to see the 3D do its thing? And I am. It's like I'm on a wall, and I'm looking over the wall, and then I jump the wall and jump into a bunch of shit of what's happening in the world. It sucks the life out of me, and I'm trying to climb my way out of the wall to get back into where I can breathe again. So, and it's just, it's a stupid story. You know what I mean? And you do it enough till you don't do it anymore. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's the one thing that happens. I'd have to say, like, I'm going to be 61, and I'm very honored because I've had so many life lessons. My life has changed in so many ways. And to be where I came from, wow. And to be where you came from, wow. And you know what? Pat yourself on the back, because you've done a lot to change. And anybody who has went through this journey, I know they've done a lot, because you have to experience it. For you to experience it, you are living it. You are living it inside of your body. It changes it changes your DNA, your cells of lifetimes that you've lived on this world. It changes you, then you change, and then it starts affecting everything. It affects everything. And no words even said, just you recognizing that. So as we're going through our own stories of ourselves, and we're doing our own healings on ourselves, and you're stepping into the bigger versions, and sometimes you take 3 steps back to step into that bigger version. And each time you take the steps back, and you're like, why in the heck did I do this? Why? You know, it's so stupid. You know, and you got to start laughing at yourself. Okay, I did this. That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You know? I'm going to step into a bigger version of myself this time. Yeah, so thank you for letting me walk through those steps of my life. Because when you start recognizing that you're going through all these stories of your life, they're just stories. Once you start recognizing that, you don't feel the burden of life on you. You step out of life. It doesn't control you. And once you step out, there's no control. And okay, everything that's going to show up is supposed to show up. And how am I reacting to it? You're reacting to it is telling you how your energy is every time. And if I'm re-looping, it's because maybe some new people step forward and they need to hear this. And so if you're stepping into different parts of yourself, and different times the planets align and everything aligns for us to go through these powerful times, like the full moon, which I think we're in today. How beautiful is that? I never even thought about that when I came on live. And the full moon is all about change. So the full moon breaks your system open. If you're, you know, when I feel these energies of the moon cycles. I'm very part of that. I was born on a full moon, and all these years ago, and I am very much a moon. I was born on the 2nd, you know, and that's moon energy. So I'm very much a part of the energies of what's taking place. And when these energies come forward, we are lining up, and it's for change every time. So it blasts our energy, and then it breaks us open, and then you get to have the middle part of how you are experiencing it, like you are being your own middleman of your story. So then all these things are playing out, and then when they're so heavy, they're too exhausting. It's getting more powerful because it's trying to shift you. Your energy is shifting. So once you learn your power of, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done with this heaviness shit. And this is just a story, and I don't got attached to the story, because most of it is the stories you tell yourself that you're attached to that are dragging you down. Truly, you're bigger than your story, let me tell you right now. 100%. We're all bigger than these stories. We're changing the world by changing you. That's it. That's what we're doing. When your light shines, you change. And it changes everything. Moves you into your flow. Everything comes to you. You never want for anything because it comes forward for you. And it's so crazy. I will just think something and then it'll show up. So when you're in the flow, you feel everything. Everything. Like you have downloads. Downloads are like crazy, and I've been having more downloads. Have you guys been feeling the spins? The spins are like downloading us, and it's stopping our energy as quickly as we tap in, and we're spinning, and it's to stop our energy and to tap in of what is going on. Hang on, you're going for a journey. And a lot of times I have to lay down, grab onto something. I am spinning, and I just have to let the energy run through me. You are letting that energy run through you. It's changing everything inside of you. Every time, and then you're upgraded. Truly. And it's happening on such a collective way, in such a collective big way. There's such a bigness. And so as you step into more of your flow, you can feel this. You can feel that just everything comes forward for you. Words, everything, energy. And even if it's like, like one day I got a nail in my tire, and I seen it. And so I called them down, and they said, yeah, come down. So I went down there, and the screw head went in where it just barely went into the plastic. So it was like, and when I was on my way, I'm like, this isn't going to be as bad as I think. It's not going to be as bad as I think. And it wasn't. I didn't have to get my tire changed. He just pulled it out, and he's like, you're all good. You can go. We get to change our realities. And when you truly believe who you are, that's powerful. And that's where I'm here. I'm here to take each and every one of you to a higher place of yourself. And how do I do that? Just by being me. Just by being me and me. That's it. I don't gotta really tell you anything. You just tap into my energy, and it instantly moves your energy into a higher vibration of yourself. Absolutely. And then we connect, and then we become this massive, massive light and energy that goes out into this world. It affects. It changes. So, anytime that you think that you're not powerful, you are so powerful, my friend. So powerful. So, I feel like I've been doing all the talking. So, and Cheryl, if you're watching this right now, I love you, sweetheart. I did not know what happened. So, please watch my friend Cheryl Fuller. She's beautiful. She does Reiki healing. Reiki, what does she call it? Why can't I think of it right now? Look up Cheryl Fuller. Beautiful, beautiful soul. Her energy, we are very powerful. And, have you met that person in your life that you're so connected to that you just feel their energy and you guys spark off each other? So we'll go through times where we won't talk for years. We won't talk for years. But as soon as we start talking again, it's like we haven't missed a beat. And we have grown so much. And she's been in my life longer than she's not been in my life. So, yeah. Years. And and all of you, if you are sitting down right now and you're listening to this and you think that you're not doing big things, you are. You're doing big things. Big things are happening inside of you, And it's happening outside of you because you're affecting it. You're changing it. You're moving it. You're growing it. Truly. We're powerful beings, and we for far too long have learned not to be powerful and let people take our energy because we're stuck to our story, the story of the collective of what's playing out. And I'm going to bring this up. How did this affect you? And there's many people that had many judgments on when Bashar said, and I'm going to quote this. He said, the female will bring you to open contact, and the male will bring you to termination of the United States and World War III. Well, open contact is already going to happen. It's already going to happen. On both planes, it doesn't even matter. So, and the termination, and it's like things need to break down so they can begin again. So this needs to break down so it can become a better version of itself. So whoever was to play that part to make it into a better version of herself, that's where I asked to go. You know? And anyway, whoever is playing that story, however it plays out, it's just a story. I'm the highest version of me. I'm controlling whatever's happening here. And when I step into the world, sometimes, and there's a lot of times, I'm like, I could feel everything. I'm so connected. I could feel everything. And I want to go home and get in my bed. And I have to be very uncomfortable in those situations. And I'm telling you that in those times when you're feeling uncomfortable, but the world is making you go out, go out. Because in the chaos is where you learn. That's where you truly grow. So you go out, and then something will spark. Something will happen that will change you in such a way. And it could be the smallest thing, a word said, a light, a smile, it doesn't matter. Something changes you, and you realize you are changing, and you are the light, and you're helping in big ways. Truly, validation is always there for you, but when you don't need validation, it just shows up. That's powerful. You're powerful beings, and we're all powerful beings. It's time to take back our power. Truly, time to take back our power. So, breathe. Stay grounded in the flow of your own life. Yeah, I'm definitely doing this more because I could feel that this is so powerful, us all connected together. And even those that stepped in and out, I still felt that they had their foot in to the grid, changing, completely changing. Ah, yes! Wait, maybe show it. Yay! It happened!
That was so hilarious. I was sitting there. Oh my God, I'm laughing so hysterically right now because I was like, I'm sitting in there and I was like, I tried to call you again, and I was like, oh, you know what? I think it's meant for me to talk to Eric. So I called Eric. He got out of class early and he's like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to dinner, so we won't go to talk all night. And then I was sitting there and I had made all this food. You're gonna crack up because I was all, I don't know what she's doing. So I'm making all this food, right? And I'm eating. And in the middle of me eating, I'm like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, Zane's not in school. I know she's not picking him up. And then they're all, she's live right now. And I'm like, oh. And I go, and there you are. Oh my God.
This is beautiful, Cheryl. I love it.
Funny. So then I'm like, I find you because I just looked you up, and I find you and I see you. I'm like, oh, there she is. She did it.
No, you know what?
I figured it out. Anyways, we have like almost the same exact taper tree in the bag. Is that
wow?
Cool?
Beautiful.
I do that because if not, there's like a huge glare from the sun this time of year.
Absolutely.
Oh, I loved hearing your story. I loved hearing it. And I just caught it like right when you were, you were talking about our journey. And then, I loved it when you were talking about, the thing is, I got the same feeling. I think people think that we're going to be like non-existence, and it just means new existence in that. So I know that, but that I seen how that got a little, you know. Do I have food on my mouth? I mean,
I think I do. I
oh,
think
I
I do.
spilled ranch all over. Like,
I love
that's
it.
when
Well,
I got the sign. I was like, and it was literally like I just got the drop in of like, she's live right now, and she's trying to figure this out.
I did, and you know what? I had all these beautiful people here tapping in, and I'm
Good
telling
still.
you, the love that I feel is amazing, truly
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm so excited. Did you share? I didn't see the beginning. I don't know how long you've been on, but did you share how it's your first time? You know, you're well in a while, at least in a couple of years. You used to do lives all the time on YouTube.
Facebook,
That's what I thought was funny, and on Facebook. But
absolutely,
back in the day, 8 years ago, you
yeah.
used to do lives, and that was I was cracking up when I told you. I'm like, you can do it on your on your computer, and I'm all, she's already done this.
Absolutely.
It really was like, and she's just like me. Like we were talking earlier, like we forget more stuff than most people have learned. And it's
Yeah.
fun.
Well, it's like you've got to forget it and just let it flow through, and
Yeah.
then it comes without restriction. It comes just perfectly. Yeah. So, what's beautiful is I've been doing this, putting stuff out for 8 years, like she said, on YouTube, and I don't even got 1,000 followers yet. And I always felt, and I felt the same. I feel the same for Cheryl, because our energies are so. It's like we were
Not
back
everybody's
here.
gonna resonate.
Yeah, and everybody, uh, we were doing our work. We were growing and expanding, and it would have kind of stopped us if we would have became big, because there's a lot that comes with everybody knowing you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
And
for sure.
and um, with the light comes the dark, and it's like this whole year I've been preparing before that, because I've never had so many people create my account. Like every day people are creating my account, and I only have one account, this account right here. And so if they're asking you to do a healing, I would never ask you that. People message me, truly. So, and the thing is like, we were sitting in the background, me and Cheryl, growing, truly growing. And there were years that we went through in this, 12, 14 years of growing into our best versions of ourselves. And with me, I was a hairdresser. Cheryl was a waitress. And I started, she's seen all the stuff that I went through, and we grew together. We were best friends as soon as we met. And so when I found spirit, and I told her, I said, through sun gazing, I'm seeing spirit. Cheryl didn't think I was crazy. She was out there the next day sun gazing. She wanted to see spirit too. She
Yeah.
wanted to feel what I was feeling, and to watch someone just completely believe everything you're saying without hesitation. Cheryl was that friend, and yes, we had a lot of ups and downs, but they always grew us into a better version of ourselves.
Big time, big time. We did a lot of shadow work together, a lot of mirroring each other. So that was really difficult to work through, just like a marriage, like a
Absolutely.
relationship where you just keep choosing each other, even if you're we wouldn't talk for, like she mentioned earlier, like there's been times where we've taken a break from each other but we spiritually knew all the reasons why. Even going through that and marrying each other, we always would know what was going on, even through those hard times. And I really feel like that our energy, even together, even when like we sit with each other, like in this room, she would be here, and we would, even like right now, I can feel it, just like right now. It's like her energy, it's like almost, it just vibrates. So yeah, I think that's another reason why it's almost, yeah, it's a mirror so much in your face that we almost have had to take that step back and almost take years to reflect and learn and grow from that, and then to reunite each other and be like, damn, that's almost like what happens when we leave this body. It's like the same kind of thing that happens. We're actually creating that here together. So how awesome is that? I'm sorry, I'm getting that message. Like that's huge. That's a huge,
Absolutely.
like not having to transcend all the way over, but to be able to transcend together on here and then end up still, in that state. So, yeah, it's been a
Absolutely.
experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
A difficult
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know
journey.
what? I couldn't have asked for a better friend to go through those hardness, because there was a lot of hardness, and we were both fire energy. So we had that fire energy, and you know what I mean? And it was like us hitting the wall, and then we'd separate. And then when we came back together, we'd have signs. I would start thinking about her, she would start thinking about me, and then one would reach out. You know, it's mostly Cheryl. I want to be honest. It was mostly Cheryl, and it was the reason that, and the reason that it was mostly Cheryl, because she always felt like that little sister to me. She always felt like, you know what I mean, like she's had my back, even though, we didn't agree on things. And,
Sure.
there's different people that come into our life that affect our life and you're very connected to, and you may notice them in your own life. And even feeling right now, as I'm connecting to all of you, you can feel the energy in your heart, in your body. You could feel right now in your body this frequency coming through you of what is being created without words right now. Like I feel so much happening on the energetic realm right now. I completely feel on the energetic realm right now all this light and love of just all of us coming together, the tribes coming together, and that's what's meant to happen. And when me and Cheryl go through and we talk, it's like it's amplified. The energy is amplified in some way, and it becomes clearer to both of us. Like we may be thinking beforehand, and then we connect, and then it's like the information is amplified, and then our energy just like it's like a dumping sometimes process of this information that's coming forward of what is to take place. And even like Cheryl, I mean, we just got back together a couple weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. I don't know. I have no sense of time at all. I have
Right.
no
I
sense of
think
time.
it's
I
been a
am
week.
not even
I
connected to
remember
time at all. Absolutely not connected to time at all. And
yes.
the thing is that when you're not connected to your story, when you're not connected to the story of the collective that's playing out in the story, you're not connected to any of it. And that is the highest version that you could be. You are in control of yourself. And that is the only control we have. How is my energy feeling right now? Am I connected to my story? If you're connected to your story, you're the story of the collective that's playing out. They are sucking your energy dry. They are sucking your energy dry because you are giving to that energy, because you are focused on that. No, the story's playing out. It's beautiful. Everybody has a right to how the story is playing out. The collective could play out anyway. I am not going there because it's too heavy on my body. The energy is too heavy. And in the darkness, the dark is getting dark. So much dark is coming out. I can't believe that I mean, everything is being revealed. There is nothing that can be held back inside of you, outside of you. This world is showing everything. Nothing is going to be held back. And I'm looking at it like, shit, I didn't know it was going to be this dark. I didn't think that it was this dark. And it's fucking, excuse that word, it's dark. It's very dark out there. And the thing is that what a beautiful story. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. When we all walk away from this beautiful story of this life right now, we're going to all walk away collectively one day and we're going to say, right on, we did it. It was a bullshit story. And we can't believe that we were even as connected to that much bullshit, because it is. It's all bullshit. It's just bull crap. And we're thinking, yeah, this person, no. This person is the only thing that matters. You matter. You're so powerful. So when you're not connected to the story of the collective that's going on, when you feel nothing, you're in your power, and you're that powerful.
Yeah.
You are so powerful, so powerful. And that's where I'm taking you. I want to show you how powerful you are, because you are. Yeah, we've all been through hard stories. We've all lived hard lives, but we had to experience it, to grow from it, and show others that they too can go through shit and become out this beautiful being of light. Truly, as my sister says, mushrooms and flowers got to grow through shit to become the best version of
That's
themselves.
one of my
And
favorite
that's
videos.
what, yeah, absolutely. And that's what we're doing. We're becoming the best versions of ourselves. So pull back your power of how you believe the story that is playing out in the collective. And I voted for this and I voted for that, which is all bull crap. It's all bull crap. It don't matter. The thing is, you matter. You matter. You matter because you right now are here and you are affecting, and your energy is here because you are needed for this collective. You are here. You chose this. You chose to come here to be this beautiful light in the darkness of the dark. That's freaking powerful. We are warriors. Everybody's telling us that. We're not kindergartners. We're freaking warriors. We're here. We chose this dark time to go through the mud to realize we're not this. We're way better than this. We're lighter than this. And we're bringing it and touching it and changing it in this beautiful collective. Because you know what? The collective has been through too much for far too long. Too much. And in the flow of you, you change the collective for the next person. When you start healing yourself, you heal your lineages in your collective family. You heal the lineages and the people around you. You heal it without even words. You don't even got to say anything. Actually, when you start saying things, you're devaluing the energy that's coming forward through you. We are becoming powerful, powerful light, powerful beings of this world. It is coming together. We can't fight it. We all have to come together. This isn't a singular thing. There isn't going to be just one face. It's all of us coming together and changing this shit. Powering yourself, your light. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And yes, I could see the story. It's playing out, a great story, but I don't care how it turns out because I'm better than that story. And you are, because it is. It's just a story. And when I say that you're better because you're not part of that story. You know what I mean? You're not adding to it. Because when we add to the energy grows. It becomes bigger and harder and sucks more energy out of us. And I can't do that anymore. And hurrah, 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 because I literally could not do that crap anymore. No way. It's too heavy. Oh, the live ended? What happened? What happened?
No, we didn't end.
How come it says live ended? What does that mean? We had detective activity during your current live. Comment in the verification to continue your... So what do I got to do? What do I got to do?
I guess somebody's got a comment or something?
No, somebody's messing with my live trying to get in for, I don't know, they're doing malicious thing. So they sent me this little like puzzle to prove that it's me. I guess somebody malicious is, yeah.
Did you get it? Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
It's probably because of all the people duplicating your account.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. The thing is that the people that know my energy will know. When you're tapping into the energy, and that's us learning our energy. You tap into the original, you automatically know. If it feels like the slightest, this ain't right, it's not right. Absolutely. And that is you empowering you. You're empowering the situation. You're empowering what's happening right before you. And you are learning, oh, okay, this is not right. That's why there's so many, as light as we are becoming, the dark is becoming. So all those things are leveling up. And, because I could, and I did. Yeah, I could. You back on? What?
You're back on, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure that everything's cool.
Aw, thank you. Hey guys, I see. I just got the messages down here. They're saying you're beautiful. Thank you, love. You know what? So are you guys, and all of you that are on here right now. You are truly. It's affecting our energies are connecting, and it is affecting the world. Truly, in the light, in the love. It even no matter what, without words, we're growing a grid of tribe, and we're all coming together. I've been getting the message, even Cheryl was getting the message, it's time for us to be seen. See, the thing is that I was a hairdresser for 30 years. I was seen where I worked. I had a big clientele. Everybody seen me. When I moved up here to Mount Shasta, when it called me, when I moved up here, I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be seen at all. And so I've been kind of pushing away because I know once I'm supposed to be seen, I'm at the energy level. And then you got to take the good with the bad. But I'm asking the universe, no. You know what I mean? The bad is the bad, and I'm not going to respond to it. You know what I mean? I am the light. I am the love. I control my light. I control my light. And it's going to shine. I'm going to shine to this world. Because you know what? We're ready to shine. We're ready to be the conscious bodies. And we don't got to do all this dragging ourselves through the mud.
Welcome in, Jose. Welcome in.
Absolutely.
With Vickie Crystalynn, Shaman out of Shasta. Ooh, I like that. Like the sound of that.
Absolutely. And so thank you guys for all of you tapping in, because when you tap in, it fills in the grid of the light. And we create a tapestry. It's so crazy I said tapestry, but we create a tapestry of light that actually affects the world. Truly.
We're weaving in.
Yep, weaving in and out this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful
I said that with that, and then you said it again. And how often do you say tap? How often do you say that word, really?
Never.
Literally never.
Never.
I didn't even know I could say that word, to be honest with you.
That's how it works, though.
I was trying to get music. Maybe it's not meant to be in, or we'll try to get Alexa resume Spotify. We'll see. I had some cool jams queued up for us, but I don't know.
It's all beautiful. Hey,
Swing.
You guys have any questions about what's going on in your light? Do you have any questions that we should talk about? I just want to empower people. I want to tell them how powerful they are, because you know what? We have been depowered for far too long. People have been sucking our power dry. And you know what? Even the light workers have been sucking our power dry. Boy, it's like bullcrap. No. You are the light. You are love. You are in flow. And if you're not in flow, you feel heavy. When you feel heavy, you're not in the flow. And that's just showing you, okay, let's get back in the flow. How do I get in the flow? For me, sometimes it's going in nature, taking a bath, breathing in fresh air, just breath. Breath moves energy. Breath moves energy. And it's getting out of the mind cycle, truly getting out of the mind cycle. And then one day we're going to get into the beautiful of the beautiful medicine that can change your life, that I grow, that has changed so many people's life. So many people's life. And this beautiful species of that I grow that changes people's life, it blows me away. I mean, I did all my research, but to actually see it change people's lives completely turns them into the best version of themselves. Completely. Because it truly goes in and changes the neurons in your body. And when you go through trauma in your body, the neurons in your body break apart, because your body's in survival mode. So when you're in survival mode, you have misfiring of energy in your body because everything's broken apart. So then what happens is you keep relooping things, and it's because it's your energy is misfiring. Well, these beautiful species, it actually repairs that, because once it goes through your gut into your liver, it turns into the molecule of serotonin. They can actually not tell the difference between serotonin and this beautiful species. And what it does is, when your serotonin is turned on in your body, it starts rewiring the electrons in your body. So you go through life in a bigger way. It changes your electrons and it reconnects you to who you are. And we'll talk about that one day.
So many things. I really think that, can you read the messages on your thing? I think you have...
I see people saying hi, but I don't really see any messages. It said people joining. Then it says, one guy said, thank you. I think his name's Saudi. And he says, you are beautiful. Thank you. And it could be to both of us. And then one says, some comments in the live have been filtered to protect your community experience. And and it could be the people that are attacking me are attacking my
could be
life. Absolutely.
for me to
Absolutely.
see after I
Yeah.
message
And
them.
if people, because people are putting horrific things out about there around me, and I gotta say, you know what I mean? There are people that are been in my life for a very long time, and they're putting very, and if it feels dark, it's not me. And they can speak their own truth, but it's not my truth. That's not how it was ever for my journey. People speak their own truth. So if you're seeing that, feel your energy. Learn from your own power, love. So it's all about, let me see if I lost all interest in life, and I knew you for so many years. Wow, I got chills right now. I got chills in my arm, everywhere. And it's this, yeah, it's Sandeep Sai. It says, I lost all interest in life, and I know for sure I've known you for many years. Wow. Wow, I got chills.
That's cool.
Absolutely. And the thing is that when you're tapping into energy, you can when it's tribe, when it's just, I'm trying to read everybody's stuff. When it's tribe, you feel the love, you feel the connection, and then we come together, we start creating this beautiful energy, and it shifts. It shifts.
It does. Yep.
It shifts everything.
Like when everybody meditates and even changing your perception, changing your direction, and moving into a perception.
Truly. But you know what? The biggest thing for me, oh, I'm sorry. Um, the biggest thing for me in my own journey is I was too hard on myself. When I'm like trying to be this best version of me is when I become the worst version of me. So when I turned into the breath, I'm just going to breathe. That's what I'm going to focus on. No matter how I'm feeling, I'm breathing. I'm going to go out and down and put my. Then you notice that it automatically happens. You know, the words. It's like I had to really get away from the words because they were taking me on my own journey of I don't need the words. I have to feel the energy. I have to learn. And I was just like telling a friend recently, once we went through this major shift after this big event that happened recently, went through a major shift. There, I I always connect to my trees. Like they talk to me, the leaves always wave at me, you know, very connected to my trees. Well, there was nothing happening. And I didn't feel like I was connected in the same way. So I'm talking to my friend who lives in, you know, England, and I'm talking to him, and I just got the download that it's because I had upgraded and now I'm connecting to them in a different way. We're not connecting at the same way anymore. So we go into these other dimensions of ourselves and we level up our own life, our own light, and our own bodies. And your body lots of times need rest because now it's adapting to a new energy. And you may be feeling a lot of different pains that you never felt before. And it's all happening because you're adapting to this new energy. Well, then we start connecting to our own ways, our own abilities, and everything around us in a bigger way. And so when the trees told me that, it was like even right now, I can feel the trees were all connecting, and then it just like connects to everything. It's like the connections are changing, where it was just like because they're doing it the reconnection to everything in such a gentle way. And the thing is, if it'd be too much if it was all the information. So we're connecting to one thing and then it grows and stops and then starts.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's even with all our abilities because our energy is constantly shifting and changing on how we use it. So even if you guys have noticed that in your own lives, you know, that you did things and now you can't do it that way, it's because tap into the energy and just allow the new way to come forward, and it'll always show you. Always.
Anybody have any questions or think everybody want to say hi? Visiting today with vickiecrystalynn, a shaman from Shasta. Not that we're putting any labels, but that's one of many characters and roles that she plays, right?
Really. And beautiful Cheryl, the Reiki master. Yeah, really.
That's one of my characters I play, along with many others. But
Really.
me and her play I guess I just remember the times going on your land and
Yes.
you know, our drums. Where's the drums, Vickie?
Right.
Where's the drum at? Dust that drum off, baby. Let's do a little sound
I'm
session.
telling you.
You're drumming. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
I don't know why this is all coming forth. I'm gonna do a little chant. We're channeling back and forth. It's all ping pong channeling. Yeah, bring that's came to me about 3-4 times the past, I think, month or so. We've reconnected.
Yeah.
I'm sharing with everybody today. Vickie and I have been friends for 30 years. We're going on 30 years. And we've went through the expansion together and healing each other, doing a lot of mirrored work, which was difficult at times. And we did take a step back, or I guess more so me. And it is Vickie's energy is so powerful and strong. It can where I get a little wrapped up in everything. I caught myself today.
Oh, the truth.
I was like, okay, I'm doing it again. I'm like getting really upset over the people attacking you and getting your account but that's the boundary. That's the boundary where it's like, no, she's got it. You know, you don't got to be the big badass little sister coming in to save the day, you know. But and I caught myself, and it's so funny because I could feel you like kind of like telling me like because you didn't want me to be harmed, and I could feel that happening whenever I was like, I'm gonna, and I could feel you going like, no, Cheryl, just you didn't want me being hurt or attacked, and I could feel you kind of like protecting and sending love to that because you didn't want me to go in there defending you. And so it was so funny how when you were sending that to me, how I ended up channeling a message to them. Wow. And it was really, the message was create your own content, create your own message. You know, she's got her message out there. It's great that, you know, if you want to repost or whatever, but what I thought was great was I literally ended up channeling them and pretty much telling them exactly what we talk about is teaching how powerful they are, and no matter what your story is, that you know people are eager to hear it, and they need to be eager to share it because that's really what you know they're being called to do, even if they're taking your identity because they're scared to show their own, and one person is showing their own on one, but you know everybody's story needs to be heard, not just vickiecrystalynn, so they don't have to steal her identity because they're their own identity. There's only one them. And so it was funny how that ended up unfolding, and it's just the love. And then on top of that, I knew I could feel the shield of like, don't get in trouble, Cheryl. Like, you did not want me to be in harm's way over something going on with you that you knew was taken care of. And so was getting those messages like, everything's taken care of here. You don't have to do anything. And so I literally, after I did that and I got all the messages, I literally ended up blocking them. And then I ended up deleting the message. So it was kind of like a full circle of just me learning and then knowing to have those, you know, those boundaries, because then I get lost. And then that's when I, you know, so yeah, so that it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This whole journey is beautiful to watch it unfold. Truly. We're so freaking powerful. And you know what? Just by watching my story and watching your story and watching some of my friends' story and watch all these people out in the world, your guys' story, we're freaking powerful. We're powerful. And we're more powerful.
We're playing this game. We're powerful beings, just being able to hold the energy and go from, I think Vickie and I really like Bashard. I love Abraham Hicks, and those are some of the people that we resonate with along with each other. But yeah, I don't know if have you shared? I can't remember if you've shared.
Well, the thing is about that, and I want to bring that up.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I don't know. No, it's like I'm getting a download right now. Wow, so crazy. When I get a download, my energy starts spinning from the top of my head. It's like the top of my head is opening. So just feel into the energy. Ground it through your feet.
I feel a call to the light of Palo Santo for us. We said we weren't going to do this.
I know. But you know what? You got to go with the flow.
I was laughing so hard after we got off the phone. We were chatting a bit, and it was a wild hair because I've been asking Vickie to go live with me for a while because I've been doing a little live here and there, getting my feet wet. And it's so funny because I've been trying to talk her, and then today she's like, "All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready." And then I was like, "All right, well, we're just gonna chat. I'm not gonna do any of this and any of that." And as soon as I'm like walking around, I'm preparing for everything, and I'm like, "Who's this full of shit when we're saying that, aren't we?" So
You
yeah,
know
I
what?
was just gonna do a connection with her on that heart center there and allow that vibration
Right.
to go there. Perfect. We're gonna
Beautiful.
get double whammies here, double whammies.
Feel your energy, guys. Feel your energy. Feel your hearts.
Heart center, yeah.
Feel your
Anchoring
hearts.
to our higher self. Woohoo.
Absolutely.
We're getting a double clearing here right now. Double clearing,
Right.
double feeling.
And bring back your power. We're bringing back everybody's power. Tap into your heart. Cut all the ties that has been holding you down to the story that's playing out. Like,
Perfect. We're gonna
cutting
cut
all those ties.
so everything
Breathe and let it cut from your body. Move the energy through you. Now feel your energy of light return to you. All the energy that you have put out there to the world that has drained you. Ah.
That is beautiful. I haven't worked with you in so years. Look at this.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
And know
I
you
want
are
to watch this
powerful.
book for myself.
You, well, you know you are powerful. And all this work you've been doing to evolve yourself, you're powerful. And you're still here. And you're still here. We could took the easy way out. You know, we could have taken our lives. We could have done that. But you know what? No, we're still here. We're still chugging along. And we don't have very many friends and nobody wants to be around us because we're so freaking powerful. We disturb their energy. So, in disturbing their energy, you are moving them to a better place of themselves or a darker place. Their life. They get to choose how they want to be. Every piece of the puzzle matters. Every piece.
Yes.
So,
Everybody is doing their job, connecting a heart center, anchor to that higher self right now. And just cut the cords with burning swords to everything no longer serving you here. You're getting a double whammy. They said we weren't going to do it. Here we are. We knew we was. We knew we was.
absolutely.
Oh, I know not everybody's going to be able to, but if you are here, congratulations. This is powerful energy. Not everybody's going to connect to it right now, but soon we're bringing that forth.
Nice.
We've waited long enough. We've waited long enough.
Beautiful. Tay. Allow. Tay. Man, I feel this energy pouring through my heart, to the top of my head.
Oh, beautiful.
We're all powerful together, let me tell you. And we're more powerful together, and I'm going to tell you this.
Oh, heck yeah.
We're more powerful together than separate.
Yes,
Know this. So, you know, groups of us, you feel your tribe, trust that, and then however it comes together, it'll all come together, but it is coming together, and
yes.
you know you're powerful.
Did you see the one about the bells?
I've always been connected to bells, and I never knew why until I seen that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that bells
I feel the same way, but I feel like that's why we all started with the sound, because it's the same, but even higher and better.
Absolutely.
But isn't that crazy how we're always being guided, no matter what? Like even if you don't know everything about this or that, and then you just kind of go with the flow. And then you realize, oh, it was working out perfectly. I didn't need to know everything about everything. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you start learning about crystals, it can get so confusing. And you're like, man, that's all that. And then you're like, oh, I get why. And then you're just like, dude, I don't need to know about all that. Just know that I'm guided to the right one when the right one, whenever it feels. And I know that's in my belief system too.
Absolutely. Whatever your knowledge, it'll automatically be there. In the flow, we have knowledge of everything.
Yeah.
You're in the flow. When you're completely in the flow, attuned to yourself.
How do you feel?
You're infinite. What?
How do you feel doing your live, Vickie?
Actually, I feel I feel connected.
You feel at
I
home.
feel beautiful. I feel at home. That's what I do. I feel at home.
You
Like
feel at
we all
home.
like we all came together
I feel
and
like I'm always pushing my big sister because
oh,
and I always and it's so funny. That's where I get wrapped up because I get to be like
oh,
coach. I'm Coach Fuller over here. You know that.
oh.
Coach everybody all the time. That's my kids. No, and then
So beautiful.
there's times where you trust that everybody's got their spirit guides, everybody's connected to their team on the other side, and that is a nice relief too when you kind of like come to that relationship. You're like, oh man, everybody's being guided. You know,
Absolutely.
it's I mean it's them tapping into it, but even us just walking by somebody or driving by somebody, when you are holding that high vibrational frequency, you're automatically raising other people's vibrational frequencies around you. So even if you do feel that heaviness, and I know we've went through so many things, Vickie and I have together when we've talked about it before, but where we're like, why am I here? Why am I guided here? Or why am I stuck in traffic here? Or why, you know, and it's like you're there for a reason. You're there to clear the energy. You're there to raise. Like the other night, there was a big car accident, and I was just stuck in traffic. And I remember feeling anytime I'm ever stuck in traffic. Of course, we like to delete all the NPCs that no longer serving me. We like to do that. Nobody likes to be stuck in traffic, but when you switch that and you go, okay, I'm here for a reason. There's this amount of people in this area for a reason. I'm here for a reason. And I just started clearing the energy. I said, clear this energy, clear this block, clear everybody here, send love to the people that are in the accidents, guide the people that are needing to get through, clear, you know, just clear the path, let the ambulance get them. And I could feel somebody had died in that accident. And so then it was like, everything was just like, bah, 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 bah. And then it was like, okay, you need to transcend. It was like, and it was just a mere second of things that I knew that I was doing without even knowing that I was doing it, even though I may have been kind of like, okay, this and that, kind of being told at that moment what to do and what was kind of going on within that situation.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so yeah, all that, all that stuff. You know, there's no coincidences. Us finally joining up today, there's no coincidences in that. You
On the
join.
full moon. I didn't even realize that. On the full moon. Today's the full moon. Or tomorrow the full moon. I don't know. I could feel the full moon's energy. So, yeah.
Yeah, we want to. Anybody? Do you have any messages? I know it's a little different, but do you have any people talking to you? We need to answer or anything. I don't want to ignore anybody.
I don't see anybody. No, I see all the other people, but I haven't seen anybody, Joy. So I don't know if it's the continuing people. And I say hi to all of you and thank you for your light and your love and for you doing your own journey. And, you know, me, absolutely. And basically, you know, me and Cheryl are here and I'm here to empower people back to their own power. You know,
Absolutely.
we're more powerful together. And we just forget. We just forget. And it's time for us to be the power of who we are. Just by you holding your light, it
Everybody
connects.
tonight, we're calling our soul family. We're calling each other within that powerful energy. I know. So glad Jackie decided to
Absolutely.
stay here with us in the game of life. I know her grandbabies and kids will highly appreciate that, and her husband as well. So we're thankful.
Absolutely.
Lost a very sweetheart of a friend, and so blessed that she did have she did have a near-death experience. I get that's a label I guess everybody's more familiar with than the majority, but so yeah, that I who doesn't love a I love near-death story.
Yeah. Well, what she's talking about is, for anybody that don't know, Jackie is our true friend, just like we are, and connect the same way. And so she just went through a major surgery. It's horrific what she went through, and to tell her story is just unbelievable, and how she survived, and how she met God, and how it changed her life, and how it changed my life when I felt into the information of why she went through this near-death experience. And because I seen it, I didn't want to be in an energy without Jackie physically in my world. And I said, move me to an energy where Jackie is physically in my world still. And I know that that happened. And so when Jackie gets to feeling better, we're going to do a video and she can, you know, tell her story on It's horrific. It's beautiful. And to watch her grow, beautiful, beautiful.
Now,
And
did you have a near-death experience too?
oh, I've had lots of them. I've had lots of
I
them.
remember.
Yeah.
I know it was just different versions of you dying off is what it feels like in rebirths each time, or more
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And you
I've
can have
had,
rebirths in so many different ways. We
absolutely.
rebirthing all the time when people are really unaware of what's going on. Sometimes we'll even be really sick. We won't know why, and
Absolutely.
and you could like I just had one really bad. I was so sick where you can literally feel your brain just at a nothingness, where you can't think about anything, you can't stress about anything, you can't do anything. You could just feel your body completely like depleting everything, no longer serving it. Like, and I knew what was happening so I was like happy, and then the whole family was going through it. So I was like happy. I'm like, have a great birthday, everybody. I mean, they're like this. Okay, sure, Mom. Whatever you
Absolutely. It does suck when you
Thanks for the
go through it.
rebirth.
Yes.
I thought I was already born. No. Anyway, but
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
you can just feel that shed, and I know, I know Vickie knows what I'm talking about and understands. I'm sure some of you do. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here and listening to us chat about
Absolutely.
journey and our
Thank you. Thank you, guys. And we'll definitely be on. I have connected.
How you feeling it, huh?
Yeah, I feel tribe, and I feel safe. And thank you for helping me to feel safe, to helping me feel really safe. And I can feel your love. And thank you for, your light and your participation in this beautiful change in this beautiful world, and for choosing to be here. We chose astronomical stories that we have lived through to become these beautiful versions of ourselves. So just be aware if you are attached to the story, and if it feels heavy to you, then you're giving your power away. And it's like whatever you focus on, that's what you will become, and that's where your energy goes. So just breathe.
Energy grows.
Absolutely. So breathe, stabilize your energy. Recognize yourself when you're feeling heavy, when you're feeling like you're out of balance.
Those rabbit holes are there for a reason.
Absolutely.
I think we all know and understand rabbit holes are meant to literally wake you up.
They will.
And you can go down. You can, no matter how many. You don't have to visit them all in order to.
No.
That some people like to visit them all.
Really.
I like to peek in on some of them too, so I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. It's like it's from a different perception though. Whenever I'm looking at it, it's like looking through a catalog of, and that's where everybody else needs to take it to, like, not, oh, this doesn't have to happen. This doesn't have to be something I'm claiming. Like you can be like, okay, yeah, no, and then that helps all of the collective also kind of, we're building, how they say you're building character. We're literally building different characters all the time by what we're feeling, thinking, what we're going through, what we see in others. We'll be getting served and think, oh, I mean, I know I did it as a little girl. I wanted to be a hairdresser too, but but I knew what. Now I know why, because she ended up being my best friend for life. But anyway, so now we look. And we can feel each other's energy so much too, and that's how another reason how we can get so wrapped up in each other's energy to where I don't know which is mine and which, what I mean, which is yours. So that's where I love it, because you've helped me to grow and heal and learn so much, and then to come out in the end, because most people, when you're growing and learning and going through the shit we've went through together, you don't stay together.
Absolutely.
Because you end up blaming that person. And the beautiful thing about our relationship is we were able to understand what was actually happening during those times.
Yes.
Standing in and knowing, wow, like we've completely transcended. And yeah, it is a beautiful story. And I think we're going to talk more about it, just because I didn't realize. I think more and more as time goes on, we'll just, and even others, will really learn from that.
Absolutely.
Going light on, you talked about being heavy, and that's one of my things, go light on yourself and everybody else. Go
Yes.
light on yourself and everybody else, and know that, there's people that want to create certain things, and the universe is there to provide, however, that comes about, as well as the willing participants. And we've been willing participants to be each other's not only best friend, but confidant.
Yes.
Confidant, and even a healer of each other.
Yeah.
My family's gotten healings from Vickie, including friends. She's where I got inspired to be a healer, become a healer. And that was me. I remember seeing, we were just starting to meditate together, and I remember seeing the massage table in her room. And at that moment, I said, that's what I want to do. And I mean, it was several years later that it all came about, but it was just beautiful. And I even asked Vickie, I'm like, teach me, teach me, teach me. And she sat and meditated, and she just smiled at me, and she said, something's different coming for you. And I was like, ugh, she just doesn't want to teach me her powers.
Oh, did you think that?
Oh, probably at that moment in time. I don't feel that now, but at that moment in time, in my consciousness level, I probably did. And then no, I trusted, and for a second, I probably thought that. But when you said, and you smiled at me, and you said, you're gonna find something different, I knew, I trusted in that.
Yeah.
But it just came about. I had no idea what it was, but I knew I wanted to do it. And it was beautiful how she knew she wanted to do it, but she knew that I was meant to do something else.
Yeah.
And I did really connect to Reiki, but what is so crazy is I brought all of the shaman stuff into Reiki.
I feel that. And what a beautiful thing, because we're all doing, we're all doing this light work, and we all have different gifts, and we all have different abilities, and our abilities are heightening, and they could even be almost 99% the same, but there'll be that one difference that makes you who you are, because as we're awakening, all our abilities are heightening to their highest vibration of themselves, and it changes our DNA, and then it starts reflecting out, and then we connect to that. And like the people today that have been on here, beautiful, where you're connecting, even if you stepped in, stepped out, you still connected in a way that moved you 100%, even if you don't recognize it ever. It moved your energy. And it helped to lay the platform that we're building together of the grid of the tapestry. That is so crazy. I could feel the tapestry being created by us. And it feels like a big, huge new chapter to this world. Truly. Wow. Feels beautiful. You're powerful, guys. You're all powerful.
Yes.
Absolutely. And when we come together, we're powerful together.
Yeah.
Life changers, for sure.
Yeah, we're powering up. I feel like humanity is powering up. I mean, we're powering up, and we're all expanding and growing. We're all becoming aware, awakened beings, and everybody's watching, and you can feel that. I know I can feel that, like all the other planets, this is the star of the show. We are the show right now. The planet Earth is what everybody's admiring and excited to watch.
Yes.
And we're excited to be here. Not everybody, I know we're going through that. And know that too, I think what's being brought forth, Vickie, to talk about, and whoever tunes into that, is, like you said, is perfect timing for them to, even if they scroll up really quick and scroll out, just whatever they were meant to connect to that. But the contrast, your friend mentioned earlier that, she just doesn't want to live life anymore. That's because this version of you has died off, and a new version of you is created, and you're not allowing that new version to come through you. That's just a new vibrational frequency, not meaning like you're going to see your body dead or something and then a new version's going to pop up. No, just a new frequency. Like she said, your DNA is changing. So if you're holding on to the old DNA, it's going to feel very heavy.
And that's where you have to take those breaths in and allow that old version to fall off of you. That's that heaviness and that contrast. And also when you're going through those moments where you do want to die, that's because a version of you is dying off and you don't realize it because you're going through this contrast, and it's because you've leveled up and you've got to allow yourself to completely go there and align to that highest version of yourself, as Vickie was saying. And yeah, and then it's that letting go. I believe in when we're so in, like Vickie says, to not be in that human form, it's so it attaches so much.
Yes.
And so it's letting go of attachments. And Vickie and I say the same thing but in different words. So sometimes, does that make sense? Sometimes somebody will resonate with just the different language, but it's the same thing that we're saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So and that's another thing that I really love about our relationship is how we're able to bounce those things off of each other, you know, that are normally things you can't really talk about. Or I guess what I like to say is, you know, society isn't human friendly, I guess you could say, but it's also not very expansion friendly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's that boundaries though. Boundaries is a beautiful thing because it's putting yourself first regardless. And that's what I've learned, because I love you so much. When I jump in, I jump all the way in, and I'm like, oh, God, we're going to her property. We're going to kick the people off. And you know what I mean? Like, and I did that with your relationship. I remembered I was getting reminded of that time with, I almost said Willie, but Wally, when he was abusing you. And
Yes.
I got so wrapped up in that. I remember waking up in the morning, and I mean, I was just like, I don't know, I just always felt to rescue you. You know, I always wanted to rescue you. But once again, those boundaries, learning that, you know, knowing you got it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nobody needs any rescuing. If we're not here to rescue anybody, we're just here to be ourselves, shining that light. But yeah, I used to do that with my clients too, where I'd be like, you know, they'd leave me, and I'd feel like their 2-year-old leaving. Be okay. And I realized I was really devaluing them and their power within that, and you know, that was just part of my learning process. And then I realized, what are you talking about? They're doing awesome.
Absolutely.
And then just, you know, learning and growing. I think you learn and grow a lot from being a healer, and holding that vibration is what we're doing there, just matching that. Or sometimes we have such a high vibration we even have to almost go down a bit so they can meet that connection.
Yeah, but you notice, like we talked earlier about this, when you do that, what I found, I had to quit doing healings for a while because I was matching to people that their energy was lower. It was sucking me dry. Like I couldn't do it. Like this one guy, I just checked in with his energy, and I instantly started throwing up, and I felt deathly sick in my body.
Yeah, I've gotten talk about that.
Yeah, and so all of that is just showing it's just like everything is showing my life, the purity. I get to, you know, if I want to lower my vibration, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And the reason is because I got to keep my vibration where I'm at, because it just sucks the energy out of me. And then I'm depleting myself, and then I'm not helping them anyway. When if I just do it without words, they can lift themselves out from my light. And I don't even have to say any words. There's actually, when you use no words, it's actually more powerful because you're putting nothing on it. And so just by standing around that person, they're tapping into your energy. Their soul is lifting up inside of their body. And I don't have to say anything. And so somebody wants to request to join in. It's a guy. Do we do that or no?
Yeah, do you want to?
I don't know. It's a guy. I didn't accept it. Maybe not.
Okay.
You know, if you guys want to do this, we can, you know, interact. and you can message me and we can interact, because I want to bring forward someone who's on the same page as us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, so it is what it is.
Sure.
Absolutely. And so I don't even remember what we were talking about.
It don't matter.
It's all clear. And that's the one thing. Have you noticed in your light that like I will go completely clear and I can't remember anything. And that's where you want to be, because then whatever you need to know will just flow through you. But I'm having these huge moments. I was talking about this to Cheryl earlier. I'm having these moments that I'm going through my days and I start missing time. And I feel like I have went to another place. I can feel myself that I've been to this other place, and I feel like it's magical. It feels like, and I truly believe in the 5D and 3D, that we're splitting apart, and I feel like that is part of it, how it's happening. Yes. I didn't see it happening this way, but it's like I'm having more energy in that energy than I am here, and it's all energetic as of for now, whenever I slip away from this life. And then so there's many moments that I'm not even a part of this life here. What's going on in the world.
Yeah, I've witnessed that from you for a long time.
Yeah. And but it's happening longer and bigger, and it's like yeah, it just is. And sometimes I can feel it's gonna happen before it's gonna happen. I can feel it's gonna happen. And it's like I kind of hang on for it. I sit down because I kind of get that spinning feeling, and then it just happens. And then yeah, and the downloads are, wow, more and more every day of life-changing events that happen that go through my body. And if it's happening to me, it's happening to me, it's happening to all of us. The thing is that, once you start believing that you're bigger than this story, that you're bigger than this reality that's playing out in front of us, once you start happening to you, and that you're this light being having a physical experience in this meat body, just witnessing what's happening in the collective. We're collectively watching a story playing out, and we get to choose how we're going to react to this story. And if you're connected to the story, you're going to have opinions. You're going to have, it's going to start drawing energy from you because you're focused on that. So it starts draining your body. And that's because you're connected. And so I went down that rabbit hole a couple times. I backed up. No, because it was draining my energy. And I'm not that story. I'm this story. I'm whatever I'm playing out here right now. I'm breathing through, being in the flow, letting life just play out before me, And if it feels good.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Love. I apologize. If you tap the screen, I can't tap yours. I've been trying, and then you'll get it's like the just tap it, and you'll get heart. You'll heart yourself.
Did I do it?
No, just
it's not, dude.
Look, see mine. See mine.
No, I don't see anything.
You don't see the hearts?
I don't see any hearts.
Are we even live?
Are we live? Yeah, it says popular live. So yeah, I think that we're live. I feel that we're all connected. Yeah.
I don't know why. I wonder why you can't.
No,
throw some hearts up there to see if we can see if it's working, guys. Show us some. Give us some hearts. We're trying to figure out if we're live or not.
Right. Show your love that you're here. Wow, your beautiful lights. I can feel you. Yeah. So, whatever it is, it's all perfect for sure. So, I've just been tapping in, letting the flow happen.
I love you so much, dude. Yeah. That was so cute, girl. Whatever it is, it's perfect.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was so awesome. I love it. It is perfect.
It was awesome. And you know what? I was terrified, and I was very uncomfortable to do this. And
yes, I know. You look like you're at home. It was so funny when I'm in there eating my food, and they're all, she's live right now, and then I'm like, oh, and I was like, oh, I was like, shit, she didn't. Like, she needed me to comfort her. I was like, are you kidding me? She's just a natural.
But I loved it.
Absolutely.
I was excited. I was like, oh shoot, I think I have to go live and then I have to go join her. And so yeah, it was really cool. So I'm excited that you're back. That you're back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll definitely do this again soon. Soon, I feel very much so. And if you guys want to message me, if you want to do a healing journey, if you want to do a tarot card, if you want to do about anything, because I do about anything energetically, always.
Sure that you got that.
Yeah. So if you're feeling that call, then message me because I'll never message you.
Anything, they're like, hey, no, not none of that.
Absolutely. So I send love to all of you and thank you for your beautiful light and for your beautiful love and for being here at this wonderful time. And until we meet again, for sure.
I love it.
I love it. So now I got to figure out how to get out of here.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the very top and see that like button.